welcome back, everyone. We are back on Total War Rome 2. This is Ellington, and this is going to be a lot of fun because I don't know if you can see what's going on there in the background. We're looking from one of the attacking army's perspectives, but you can see that there's a lot of stuff happening towards the settlement, which is straight ahead of you here. Why don't we go check that out? So, we got Cav here. But look at this. Look at the Cav force that has come out to face. We have two cavalry armies on the battlefield today on opposing sides. First off, let's go ahead and get into the factions and the players. So, first off, we have got Blackfoot playing Massagete here. For the attacking side, we have got Battle Pants playing Roxolani, which is this Cav faction here. For the other factions, another defender, we have got Parthia being commanded by Mr. Thunder. We have got Rome being commanded by Rommel. We've got Kush being commanded by Pai Pai. And then for the defenders, we have another Kush being commanded by Gadriel. Gadriel, I think is how you say it. I'm so sorry. I'm probably butchering it, and I feel very bad about it. But I think it's kind of interesting. We don't very often see the nomadic factions on a siege, and they're even like setting up to like, what? Oh, come on, you're gonna do this, right? You guys are gonna like charge each other. Like I said, you don't very often see one of the nomadic factions on a siege, let alone two on opposite sides. Oh, don't run away, wimp. Or maybe this was their, like, you know, agreement to battle, I guess. So now they're, like, you know, going back to their forces to reform and, you know, Godspeed, I guess. Tell me. I so badly can't wait to watch this. I know there's really not much going on over there, which I'm glad of because I want to know what happens right here. This was sent in by Blackfoot, and I'm pretty pumped because he told me that this is going to be interesting, and I'm already interested. So, okay, so the generals have rejoined their armies. Okay, here's the attack commands, but only from one side. Is Roxolani gonna counter? He's not moving yet, and his front line is all armored horse archers. The general running away? He better get his other line charging. There you go. There you go. Cinematic mode. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm in. Okay, I'm all in this. Oh, but no, he's getting caught. Oh, a couple units getting caught standing still there. Unfortunately, that's a little bit of a micro thing. Unfortunately, he did not get a charge command off in time. We did get Draco popped by Roxolani. That could be a bit bad for Massagete here. Draco is basically an anti-cavalry ability that some cavalry, very, very few cavalry have. Even the horse archers have Draco. And now he's popping some abilities. Let's see, 72, 68. I love the horns on their horses. You see the archers shooting in the background. I also like that they carry, like, axes instead. Axes, and you can see, like, he's got, like, a pick. This might be one of the coolest Cav fights I've seen on a siege in a long time. By the way, on the other side, you can see Kush and Rome still pushing up. Nothing too crazy so far. We do still have the camel spearmen from Parthia, basically just kind of guarding the flank. I do kind of like that Parthia basically has let the two cav factions, you know, duke it out by themselves. Man, it's hard to tell who's winning this. Got Parthian Circle being popped there by the Armored Horse Archers. One of the Sarmatian horsemen actually got into some of the Saka Cataphract Horse Archers. To be honest with you, they'll probably be fine, but he did send his general back to help. Yeah, the Sarmatian horsemen are losing that. Unfortunately, the problem with the combat like this is that most of these are, you know, shock cavalry, and you can see that a lot of them have not been getting very good cycling. So a lot of these, you know, lance units, these shock units, charged in and have kind of just been left in combat because there's not really anything to cycle them with. Which means that they're, in a way, not really getting the full potential of their actual shock ability. You know, because what ends up happening is you charge in, and you get that, I think it lasts for like 10 seconds, that charge, the charge damage, right? Or charge bonus, excuse me. But that wears off after a second. And so after that, you're kind of just in combat with a unit that's not supposed to be stuck in combat. Well, that's why you try to cycle them and charge again to once again get the benefit of the charge bonus. Oh yeah, we got to get some screenshots of this. It's the cav fight of the century here, guys. Back at the settlement, you can see Rome is starting to get on the settlement. Got Soci Hastati, and then some Soci Extraordinari coming up. Did he go? Where's his? Okay, so he went veteran legionaries. It looks like he does have a legionary cavalry that it looks like may have duked it out. I'm gonna bet it's fought the camel spear. So I don't know. He's lost 10 men and has no kills. Look at all the horses running away from that massive cav fight. So it does look like Roxolani gaining the edge on this one. Now, the question at this point is going to be, of course, now what does Roxolani do, you know, on the siege? We're going to find out. I don't know what their plan's going to be. Obviously, they're going to have to kind of rely on Rome and Kush to bully their way into the settlement to then hopefully allow them in. Or it does look like maybe we've got some artillery fire. Okay, so they are trying to take down a wall. Interesting wall. Usually we tend to see a wall being taken down here or a wall being taken down here. Kush going for this one here. With the wall being broken down, that does give the potential opening for Roxolani to get their troops in. Yeah, he's almost got it. 82 damage now. Rome has gotten a couple units on, but he has stayed his attack. I think that's the right call. Taking it easy. He's not trying to charge in. Now, you might think, well, this is a little uneven because one of the attackers was a cav faction, but remember that one of the defenders was also a cav faction, so they both, you know, used troops completely on cavalry, while Roxolani is actually coming out of this with a lot left. Roxolani has a lot left. A lot. I mean, this is a lot of cav. How good is the cav going to be in the siege? My brain says not very effective at all. But obviously that could be untrue. If they're able to get into the settlement, cav can be relatively effective, and especially if the defenders don't have the troops to defend against it, or the right troops to defend against it, cav can be really effective. In the back, Parthia does have 2 Indian war elephants. Indian war elephants are pretty good against cav, but the Roxolani cav, a lot of it has that Draco ability. Draco is also good versus elephants. Camel Spearman of Parthia trying to come play. Oh, the Legionary Cavalry going the wrong one. Legionary Cav tried to pull off to that, but got caught by this one. Socius Stornari are going to hit the back of the Camel Spears, though. They did get a jabby toss, and they got some kills. Maybe one. But here comes Roxlani, the Camel Spear. That Camel Spear is done. He's done for. This Camel Spear is fresh, so he should be able to get away from the Sarmatian Horsemen, but the archers are getting some pot shots off. And here we go. He's going for the artillery, but we do have a veteran legionary there protecting it. Good jabby toss. Good play there, Rome. And not only does he have the veteran legionary there to kind of screen, he very smartly moved that artillery crew off of the equipment, but he needs to keep him, he needs to keep him moving around this unit. Well, now the Cav needs to go save him. Oh, keep moving, Rome. Keep moving. Okay, so he's getting back on the artillery now. They did lose one. Oh, ow. That hurt. That actually got a decent chunk. Took 7 men out right there. Camel Spears, 1 kill. I am personally not a huge fan of Camel Spears. A lot of people are. I'm not a big fan of them. Honestly, for the most part, I'm not a huge fan of camel cavalry at all. For me, I just don't like how slow camels are. But I do understand that camels have a place, and they do have good things that they are effective at, but that doesn't mean that I personally am a fan of them. Just because something is good does not mean that it may fit your particular playstyle or your comfortability. So the artillery just seems to be kind of letting loose. I don't know if he's trying to shell the archers. That volley, that's what it looked like, and they are trying to yeet ballista shots over at Rome, trying to take him down. He's lost 2 of his ballistas. That's a long shot for Kush, but he might be able to bounce one in. Nope. He's been able to get 2 of them. Got that one, he's got that one. All the empty, riderless horses. You got to remember that the longer the artillery shot is, the wider the zone of mischance gets, right? So he did get another one. Yoink. He might get this last one. If he's not getting low on ammo soon, which I'm betting he's starting to get low, but he might be able to get that. And here comes the rest of Rome. Now, I wonder if Rome realizes. We'll find out soon whether he realizes that he can take his crew over to the Kush ballista. Talk about a baller ballista, man. That wall ballista there, man, that's a hell of a shot. I mean, look at this. All the way over there is where they got. You can't even barely see it. And he still might have ammo, too. Honestly, I really don't know why Kush... I think it probably would have been worth it to put that slave spear on there and shut this up instead of letting it kill Rome's ballista. Because even though the crew can come over here and get onto Kush's ballista when he's out, it really would have been nice to have that continued artillery presence in this vicinity. Because now that artillery presence is not here, they have a little bit more opportunity to hardline defend this wall. While if you have that artillery staring down at you, it's hard to set up troops here when you're getting shelled all day. But now that artillery is gone, now they have a better opportunity to do so. So now we got the Kushite slave infantry going against the Socii Extraordinari. I always love the look of them. The awesome old the Hoplon shields. Get some good screenshots, obviously. Now you can see that Rome is using formation attack. You can see how clean his lines are staying. What it's causing, though, so like right here, you can see it's not allowing his troops to get around this unit and attack it in the back. But honestly, at this point in time, that might be a good thing, because if his unit surrounds this one, it leaves him exposed to these units right here. So honestly, the formation attack at this point in time is actually probably not a bad thing to have on. Got a lot of veteran legionaries coming in. Forward, men! Onwards unto battle! So Soshi Extraordinary taking the brunt of the initial assault, and then the veteran legionaries will come in next. Now, I don't know why Rome doesn't bring his archers over here and punish this line. You have all the cavalry you need to protect yourself from anything out of this gate. So I would set something up to just guard this, bring your archers over here, and then just shoot all of this in the back. That is the biggest strength of Bertigala for the attackers, is all of those archer angles that you can get that the defender can do very little about. Because right now, what are you shooting into, right? You're shooting straight into the shields, but also just straight into a combat. So we do have armored shotels in now, by the way. Armored shotels should make pretty short work of this Soshi Extraordinary. 72 kills. Got the Roman Soci Extraordinary at 40 kills. You got 69. Giggity. Kushite slaves. 88 on this armored shotel. Or is that the... I think that's the same one there. But here comes the attacking armored shotels. That's going to get really confusing. I'm going to forewarn you guys all right now that will get a little confusing. You know, attacking shotel, defending shotel, attacking kush, blah, 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 blah. Now, what kind of sucks for them is that they are, the defenders specifically, they are completely down a player at this point. There is nothing left of Massagete. So that means that even though Roxani still has troops, that means that there's still manpower on the field for this player. But for the defenders, their cav player is completely out of the game. Here we go. We got... I don't know why he popped the rally and the raise the banner. Like, I mean, melee defense, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean... But it doesn't even look like it affected these guys, which are the ones that are in combat. It's probably too far away. Probably should have moved this guy over here. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't even look like it got any of the frontline fighters, which really sucks because that's who needs that ability. Got Royal Kushite Archers. A lot of Royal Kushite Archers. Wow. Parthian Foot Archers seem to be... What are they? Looks like they're shooting at the Armored Shotels, I assume. Armored Shotels at 39 kills. Also using formation attack, you can see. So, Roxlani trying to get the cav into the settlement now. Which, there is... I don't think it's worth it. You got Javies. There's a lot of Javies waiting for you in this sector. So now the Kushite slave infantry are pulling back. I'm a bit surprised that they didn't take the opportunity to get their javelins off on these cavalry. This whole center area is open. I think they're leaving it open for... oh, that was a good shot. So Massagete does have one unit left, and that's his Bastion Ballista. 46 kills on it now. Lost my train of thought about what I was saying. And Roxlani seems to be moving Well, just more cav. Not all his cav's going in yet, but a lot of it's going in. Now, the opportunity for Roxolani really lies over here. Over here is where you can really stretch out the defenses, right? You can probe and you can look through. They don't know about this, but you can go look. You know, you can go explore the option of coming back behind here to, once again, further stretch out the defenses. So defenders, Kush, it seems to be kind of setting up here. The thing that they have to be careful of, the defenders specifically, is they don't have the manpower. So they cannot defend like they've got 3 players here. So they need to be really careful about how much of a bite they want to try to hold on to for the settlement. Because if they don't have the manpower, they can't hold all of this for very long. So to be honest with you, if I was them, I would give this up. And honestly, you might even consider giving this up too. Because what's going to end up happening here is they're going to be able to start stringing you along further and further over here. The elephants will help stop it eventually. Or at least help stop this. But also remember that Draco ability. So I don't know. Yeah, man. I don't know. By the way, I am trying so hard. I've gotten a couple people say that my mic has been cutting off. That is my fault. So I have a push to mute button on my mouse that I will use if I need to take a drink or something like that. I don't like making you guys have to try and... I don't like the chance of you guys hearing me slurp a drink or something, or clear my throat or sneeze, you know. And sometimes I think I accidentally hit my push to mute button when I'm not meaning to. I just subconsciously do it, and it just cuts things off unnecessarily. So I do apologize, and I am trying my damnedest to get better at that. So if I do it, I'm sorry. And sometimes I also just stop talking. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be in the middle of just like blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. You know, it's fine. I'm trying to get better, I promise. You have spoken and I have heard. Oh my god, look at this. Was that archer fire that killed that? Or... thinking it... No, because there's really no archers here. Oh, that's the cavalry got into the back of some units here. That's what did it. Some of the Roxolani cav. Well, now the gates are also under control of the attackers, so they're just going to start shooting this anyways. These units already starting to die, which you could see leaves this pretty much open. And as you can see, Parthia is getting the hell out of Dodge. Which once again just begs the question as to why waste the 3, including an armored showtail. Well, these might have been weak from over here. But still, 1, 2, 3, 4 units over here that probably could have been saved. Died. I don't know. That's just my thought. You can see the Roman cav came down here to explore a little bit. I'm actually really excited to see what happens when they go down this beach and they see elephants. Maybe we should witness it with them. What do you guys think? Oh, there's a tree. See the fire arrows from the towers shooting us on the way. Oh, sir! What are those ahead? It's like in Jurassic Park when the T-Rex is approaching and, you know, you see the glass of water and the water, like, shivers. Remember, guys, elephants are really good against cavalry. And I don't believe any of these cav are the cav with Draco. Oh, they do, but they may not have it back yet. They're not using it, so the elephant's getting some easy kills here. Now, if they take this tower, though, that tower starts shooting the elephants, could cause them to go to berserk. Go berserk. BZRK. I'm curious, is he going to continue pushing now? Okay, they do see. I was going to ask, maybe they didn't see the other elephant. Don't charge into this, Rome. Run. Oh, God. What do you think your melee cav is going to do against the elephants? Who is this? Alexander the Great? They are exhausted now. Social Extraordinary, breaking. The elephants did pretty good. 96 kills, but you got to remember that there was a lot of cav involved in that. So the 96 kills for cav units is actually pretty solid. Remember, cav units are only 80 men. So, and those weren't even full that went in. But here's the Roman archers. Probably going to make him go berserk. But in the end, going berserk at this point is not that bad for Parthia. Berserk is really bad for you when you have your own units around that you can trample. Oh, and they're not even going... Oh, they're just using regular standard shot. Also, I guess they don't. You got attacking Testudo, but that's meh. So they're out of control, but in the end, it's in no way really hurts the... in no way really hurts Parthia here. Sorry, I had a brain fart. You can see it looks like Draco was used. Yeah, you can see they went down pretty quick there. 200 kills, 2 chevrons, pretty solid, pretty solid. I always say a chevron per 100-ish kills is pretty good. Obviously, it varies a little bit just depending on what kind of units. Like we were talking just a moment ago, if you're killing cav units are typically more expensive and not as high of a unit count, so that skews things a little bit. The actual money-wise, if I remember correctly, 1 chevron is about 500 gold worth of kills. So if you have 600 kills and only 1 chevron, you killed really, 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 really cheap stuff. Really cheap. So it looks like we are about to get a Kush Civil War battle here. Got a lot of the Kushite slave spears. The armored shotels moving up. It looks like he tried putting his archers up, but I think he was getting ranged down by the Parthian foot and the other Kushite archers. Rome might bring his archers over here to help combat that as well. Still have more Roxolani lancers back here. Some regular shotels. Oh, man. The only thing I can think of is that Rome doesn't know you can pull this over here. Rome, if you're watching, just to let you know, you can do that. You can move your crew and put it onto an allied ballista. As long as it's the same kind of artillery that your crew uses, you can put it on there. So you can't put like a Scorpion on a ballista or a ballista crew on a Scorpion, you know. Still have the other elephant guarding the back that will at least, you know, make them think twice about going back there. I don't think it will fully stop them from going down the beach, but it at least makes them think and maybe decide to be a little more cautious in the way they do. Got 4 archers over here, and it looks like they've split them 4 and 4. 2 Parthians, 2 Kushite, and then vice versa on the other side. So seems to be a little bit of a lull in the attack here. Wow, that was very vicious. They won't be shouting with our blades through their throats. Interesting. Brutal. I guess this is what the calm before the storm. Our brethren are on the other side there. I can't believe that they would betray us like this and attack us? How dare they? They are no brothers of ours. Then on the other side, they're like, why are these guys here? They're not even supposed to be in this settlement. Why are we fighting them? I don't know, but I guess they're here. I don't know why I picked those voices for either side, but that's how it is. That's what it's going to be. You gotta have some sort of distinction between the two, you know what I mean? They can't sound the same, that'd be weird. You wouldn't know who's talking. Lots of javelins, man. Oh my god. Shotel's just charge in, don't sit there and get javied. Oh my god, you're gonna take another volley. Like, by waiting to bring the Kushite slave spearmen in first, you left your better unit sitting there exposed for another volley. Here we go, by the way, again. Here comes the cavalry. And looks like they're going to turn around. Look at that one, 113 kills with 2 chevrons. Nice, nice. Very nice. I'm curious. I mean, they've been sitting for a while, so they've got to have Draco back. All right, they're turning away. Well, I guess. I still don't know why. There's no point in just sitting there and letting them jabby you for nothing, right? Charge the unit in and shut it up. At least you're getting kills, or the opportunity for kills. Shotel just walking into it? Interesting. He didn't even charge. He literally just walked forwards. Formation attack. Leaving him fully exposed to anything from that side. Where are those archers? Yeah, get over here and shoot this. Come on. It's wide open. Wide open. Here comes the elephants. The second batch. This one already 74 kills. And they're running away. They did get a cav unit around behind, though. Step Noble Lancers, 11 men. So it's not a huge problem, but it's definitely a nuisance. You can see Parthia is probably going to come back here and just try to zone him out. I think this is a good call, Parthia. You know, pull the elephants back. There's no point in trying to rush into this. You know, they are the attackers. They are the ones who have to come to you. So I think this is a smart call. Your elephants are exhausted, and you're outnumbered by units that have a really good ability against you. So turn around. Just walk away. They are sending a horse archer after you. So, you know, turning around, your men can shoot at them now. And maybe break them. They're wavering already. There you go. There you go. There it is. Gone. Now turn away. Turn around. Turn around. Don't okay, you're just, oh, there you go. He's probably microwing. He's probably looking for the, because I don't know where the other cav went. Because now that it got behind, I think they lost visual to it. I wonder if Roxlani is now going to send the rest of his cav over here to maybe try and deal with the elephants. Parthia, he's just hunting. He's looking for that cav. Problem is he's got archers here and he's got archers here that he kind of has to guard both. So he kind of has to just stay around this area. Don't send the cav down this area. This is a terrible place to go. They're going to get such a good jabby toss against you. Oh, my God. Yeah, that was not a good idea. And once again, they're just sitting here. Oh, and there's the sword side shots. Oh, that's painful to watch. Shotels are obviously not going to do so hot against armored Shotels, but they're going to do even worse as they're getting shot in the side that has no defense. You saw the cav in the background taking a pretty big volley there from the archers. Parthian foot's 124, 117, and they still have ammo. War Elephant still 24. They're very tired, so he's just chilling. He's just chilling. He's hanging out. I wonder, I think Kush, have they been trying to fight? Looks like they've been trying to duke it out with the Parthian Foots. Parthian Foots have a pretty, 122 and, what was it, 129? Pretty good kills, honestly. Just taking a look around here. Rome's archers, 43. So he's got a decent amount of ammo here. Looks like so does Kush. Oh, Rome getting shot. Is he... I think he's doing a halt fire. Yeah, so what he's doing... So up here, you can see it's a forested area. See on my mouse? See the little tree? So it's a forested area here. And you can see the little eye means they're invisible. But they can't shoot while invisible. So when they shoot, they become visible. They fire. So what he's doing is he has his archer selected. And he gives the command fire, they fire, and he hits backspace, or halt, immediately afterwards. Because right after you fire, if you hit halt, you become invisible again. And typically it means that it's barely any time for the opponent to get a counter shot against you. And that's what's happening. So if you watch, so he's invisible. Whoops. Now he's not because he's going to take a shot. And then... he's invisible again. It's a absolute nightmare, pain in the ass to deal with. Really, the best thing you can do for yourself as the other side is to, one, either don't take the fight, or you have to literally be watching non-stop. You have to literally just be watching it to get the shot off before they go invisible again. Otherwise, you're just going to get beat. Now, Parthia has used a lot of his ammo, so he probably doesn't have that much left in him. And he just wasted a precision shot. And when I say that, I mean that because of the halt fire that's happening on the hill, he's never going to get the full usage of that precision shot as he would if that unit was just fully in the open and they were just shooting back and forth at each other. He actually turned one of his units to shoot over at Kush's archers. They actually have a decent chunk of ammo left on them. Then here you got the Balearic slingers. What are we shooting at here, Balearics? Looks like armored Shotels in the back, maybe? No, these ones right here looks like is what he's shooting. So what the attacking Kush is, he's trying to hit this line without having to go into this box. And I'm not sure that it's really working that well. Yeah, he's just trying to finish off that Kushite archer. He might get it, too. Honestly, Rome's doing a pretty solid job of hitting these archers while they're doing that tactic. Last couple times, he has gotten volleys right as soon as they became visible. Here we go. Does he get it again? Nope, he's not going to get this one. This one might be out of ammo. Sorry about that. Yeah, this one's out of ammo. Sorry, that place is awkward for the zoom in. Like, I zoomed in a little bit and it was like, whoosh! He's trying so hard not to go into this. Which I understand. Don't get me wrong. I'm not judging him, but you're going to have to eventually. Look at this, 310 kills, but once again, remember what we were saying earlier about value for kills for chevrons, right? Chevrons, if like I said, if I remember correctly, it's about 500 gold for one chevron. So if you got 310 kills, but only one chevron, it's not that great, right? It's meh. Trying to think, what is that? How many gold per kill? Do some math here real quick. It's like 62 cents a person, a kill or whatever. I might be doing my math wrong for that, but pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, I think I did it backwards. Hold on. It'd be like 1 gold and 61 silver, I guess. I did my math backwards. I did 310 divided by 500 instead of 500 divided by 3, or whatever. One of those. Oh, that was a really good arty shot. Oh, Rome figured it out! Look at that! Nice! All right. Good job. So he is just yeeting fiery balls of justice into this area. I'm pretty sure that is the extent of his range. So his hitbox right now, or hit area, is pretty massive. AKA, he's got a lot of room to miss. There is a lot of troops in this area, though, so, you know, even though it's a really broad area, there are quite a few opportunities for hits. He's just launching it. He's just trying to use the ammo. Oh, that was a beautiful hit. Look at that, right down the line. These poor Parthian swordsmen taking on a much better unit than them. Shotel warriors just rip right through these guys. But then another one's going to kind of hit him in the side. What do we got? Royal Kushite archers. 2 Royal Kushites taking on, I think it's the Syrians from Rome. Is Roxolani going to make another attempt at the beach over there? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. There you go, Armored Shotels going in against the Roman Legionnaires. Got the Veteran Legionaries and a bunch of Shotels and another Veteran Legionary. A classic matchup between Rome and Kush. How would you even know who is who? You know what I mean? You look at this and everything, like all the armor, the weapons, everything is the same. So they definitely need like some sort of like colored signifier or something to show who is who. You know, wear like pink armbands or something. If you see pink, it's an ally. These armored Shotels, pretty fresh. Well, this one's not fresh, I would say. This one is, though. 64 kills, only lost 7 men so far. It's a nice shot there from the Kushite archers. But, oh, it's this tiny little Kushite archer Still being a nuisance. 31 men left. Just being like, neener, neener. Wait, what? What did he just say? Did he? I'm gonna walk away from that. I'm a little concerned at what was just said there. I don't know if anybody else... Type in the comment section what you think that guy said. Because okay. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. Ooh. Getting shot right in the sword side there. It's got 191 kills. Not bad at all. And they do not want to go down this road. I wouldn't want to go down the road either. But it does mean that you are basically allowing... It's a tough decision, right? It's not a great place to go down because of the archer angles from the cliffside. But I'm not sure how much ammo they have left anyways. Sorry about that. They do still have ammo. But anyways, if you don't go down that way, then that allows the defenders to do exactly what they're doing, which is focus their entire defense right here, stonewalling you into this small little gap, which in the end gives them the advantage, right? All they have to do is hold. All they've got to do is hold out, right? And if you can't stretch their defenses, it spells bad things for you. So it puts you, as the attackers, in a very, very difficult situation. Parthian swords are going to have a rough time, though. I'm be honest. I think that's the biggest problem I see for the defenders, is that the Parthian swords, which are making up a decent portion of what's left of your armies, are completely and totally outmatched here by Kush and Rome. All of the Kushite Shotel warriors and armored Shotels whoop Parthian swords. All of the veteran legionaries and such of Rome whoop Parthian swords. So, if majority, which it's not majority, but it's a decent chunk, they're holding this entire right-hand side of this defense here. Yeah, man, it makes me nervous because that is a bad matchup. There's nothing they can do about it, obviously. What they have is what they have, but it's not the matchup you want. Definitely not the matchup you want. There isn't really a matchup that Parthia really wants at this point. Yeah. What I would probably do, I would probably bring one more of these units over here to guard this because it's a less necessary area, and take this armored Shotel and put it into this combat here. This area here is unnecessary at the moment. It's also a far more easily defended position, so things like Parthian swords can be in a good, sturdy, tight, compact position to fight anything that comes down here. If Cav comes down this way, shield wall. Perfect. But over here, this is just not a great spot for Parthia. So yeah, I would take your Parthian units out of here, and I would put this armored Shotel. Beef up this defense with your Parthians. You could honestly, if you really, really wanted to, you could probably leave this Parthian sword by itself. Because as of right now, you don't need your armored Shotel over here. You need defenses over here. They did bring another Parthian sword up, and they have an armored Shotel way in the back. So they have some troops. Okay, it's not desperate yet, but they still... Oh my god. So they still have 2 Praetorian Guards to go through. Praetorian Guard are really good, okay? Some people think they're a little too expensive. It's not that I disagree with that. But they are really good. Oh, in the back! The elephants! Elephants! Looks like caught just in time to see him get in and die. Might have been a little early for them. You know, a lot of javelin. Oh, there's another Praetorian Guard, by the way, guys. 2 more? Cheese and crackers. This has got to be on Ultra Funds. I wonder. So he's got 227 and 2 chevrons. If he gets. Nope, he's dead. Never mind. I was going to say, if he gets many more kills on the Praetorians, he might get himself another chevron. 117 looks like ammo out. And 130 looks like ammo out. Now, this is something that I say a lot. You can see they are keeping their out-of-ammo archers back here towards the point. They're not just throwing them in willy-nilly to just beef up the line. And a lot of times, especially as for the defenders, that could be a really big difference maker when it comes to army losses. With army losses, it's all dependent on the manpower you have left. As you get, I don't know the percentage I don't know the percentage and such exactly, but as you get down beyond a certain manpower, that's when army losses start to kick in. So your out of ammo archers, which account to that's like 400 men right there. Might not be quite 400, but you get the point. That can really beef up that number quota when it comes to your army losses, which allows your frontline units to fight a little bit longer, especially if you're trying to play for something like time. Here comes the Cav, Parthia. So Parthia did take away the armored Shotel, did do what I suggested, but no shield wall? No shield wall. Oh, but he gets a Javi toss, but you really want a shield wall there. Taking the other Parthian, throwing him in. It's a good call. Just beef up that line. Praetorians are going to be really hard to deal with. Be careful, this small little cav unit might get through, and that could be a real pain in the ass. Oh, this Parthian sword is so out of rank, out of formation. The Praetorian Guard's going to get a really good charge here. It's not that he has a huge charge bonus per se. It's just that because the Parthian sword was out of formation, the Roman unit gets a really good impact. Now the Kushite archers still have ammo, and they held on to that. Praetorian Guard just took a pretty big hit there from archer fire. This area over here is looking okay. The Praetorian Guard is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. The armored Shotels should do fine, but 2 Praetorian Guards is a tough matchup. Praetorian Guard, you have to get a screenshot of that. Can't have Praetorian Guard and not get a screenshot, especially with the band or the standard right there. Now, this is where I would probably push really hard. This is really weak. And if you can get through this busts the entire line. Really, I'm not sure why Parthia has not put a unit there. Good cycle here between the 2 Parthian swords. Man, that Parthian sword got beat up. 72 kills on the Praetorian Guard. And the Kushite archers seem to have plenty of ammo, too. I would say they're both probably a little under half, it would be my bet. The one with 135 might be more like a quarter. Now what they could do here is he could shorten up this unit and put the other unit really skinny and have it throw Javi straight into the Parthian swordsman. Parthian swords still here. They might pull this one off. This Praetorian Guard is doing really good. The Roman general is dead, which is not good. Looks like he might have been killed by the Parthian gen. Excuse me, it's alright. I sneezed, so I might have cut off there. I apologize. Parthian gen, oh, getting right behind. Praetorian Guard in formation, so they should do okay. Really would have been nice to have like a shield wall there, but Praetorian Guard don't have shield wall, so there's nothing he can do about that. Then what do you got? The Royal Kushite Archer? Oh, he's shooting the Royal Cataphract. Okay. So we are at a point in the time that the only way that the attackers can win this is they have to kill everything. They can't do a cap victory at this point. The Kushite Royal Guard's still alive. That's good. All you got here is Roman, or no, nothing. There's honestly not much of anything. A tiny, tiny, tiny little Parthian sword, which I don't even know where its banner is. Where's your... Oh, it's routing? I guess, but it's still in combat, it looks like to me. A little misleading. We're going to get Royal Kushite Guard, or Kushite Royal Guard, whatever you want to call it, versus Parthian, or Royal Cataphracts. So you got a super heavy shot cav versus a very heavy melee cav. Long run, melee cav should do well, especially with the support of the armored Shotel. Might be able to finish off this Royal Cataphract. He's going to take losses, though. The initial charge here. I don't know about getting out of that one, Parthia. You were pretty well surrounded. Let it slide. But now he's getting around. Kushite Royal Guard needs a turn. You got to protect your flank more than you need to chase. He did use his ability, though, so he is exhausted. Oh, man. Troops getting low. This is tough. This is a tough, tough battle. Look at this. 52 men holding the line. And, man, you have every opportunity to get around this. Go, go, go! Oh, man. Are they going to pull this off? The attackers, I think... Oh, I 100% thought the defenders had this. This is so close. They have to break everything. So, you still have the Royal Kushite Archer General back here. And you still have the Parthian Royal Cataphract. 15 men left. Nope, that's it. GG. Wow. I don't know though, because look at this. Oh my gosh. No, come on. That's painful. Very, very painful for the attackers. All right, so first off, we have Kush for the defenders, being commanded by Gadriel. 1945. His armored Shotel warriors did really, really well. Kushite slaves did okay. Blackfoot 848 as Massaguette, excuse me. But remember, Cav v Cav, he's not going to have a gazillion kills because he's killing less men. Pretty good, honestly. A lot of chevrons. Mr. Thunder as Parthia with 2,158 kills. 2 elephants did really well. Parthian swords, man, I'm going to be honest with you, they were just outmatched. That's a tough one. Archers did really well, though. For the attackers, we have Pai Pai as Kush, 1787. 1 armored Shotel, 268. regular show tells they did okay. Battle Pants as Roxolani, 1287. Once again, not typically going to have quite as many kills, killing another Cav army, less men to kill. Rommel's Rommel, 2,928 kills as Rome. The Praetorian Guard, really, man, look at that. 3 chevrons, 2 chevrons, 3 chevrons. Then Veteran Legionaries, 262, 146, 340. Archers did pretty good. But yeah, so that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.